Hi everyone, it's Julia Yarbo with Keeping It Real Caregiving. Here's a question for you. How much might technology be playing a role in helping caregivers and our elders? Well, one North Carolina agency is now using computer tablets to boost connectivity. Is it working? Take a listen.
So talk to me a little bit about the tablet program that you're using. Are you still in a pilot stage or are you actually utilizing these? Tell me about that.
We are in a pilot phase, but we're just beginning to move it kind of to the next stage. We initially got some funding through the CARES Act, and we purchased 15 tablets and put them in use. And we have found some great information from that. In fact, our before studies, our baseline data came from surveying our participants with two surveys. One was a geriatric depression scale, and one was a Lubin social interaction or social networks survey. So we did those before we started, and then we checked those at 3-month points. Our very first folks came on in January. So we have some that have already passed or are getting ready to pass the 9-month point. And then we have some that are just now at 6 months. So we do those surveys every 3 months. And just from our first little bit of data, we have shown that the depression symptoms have decreased by 30%. And we've had a substantial increase. The average is 20%, but we have had some as high as 50% who have increased their reach, their social network.
How much do you think incorporating tech and incorporating this tablet interaction will play a role for our elder population?
I think it's huge. I really do. And the main reason I say that is because we have found that the best folks to use this and we're using the very basic part of it, are folks who have not had any interaction in technology with technology. They've not used a smartphone, they don't use a keyboard, they've never used a computer or a tablet. The touch screen is so intuitive for them. Our primary uses, we first started out with, we just want to check in on people every day. Because during COVID, when we backed off and were only delivering frozen meals 1 time a week, our volunteers were only seeing these individuals 1 time a week. And the first thing we started out with was what we called comfort callers. So we had volunteers who weren't delivering, who were willing to call everyone on the route that they might usually deliver about the same time that the meal would normally be delivered. Number one, to remind people it was time to eat. Because now they had frozen meals in their freezer they needed to take out. We needed to make sure they had a working microwave. We needed to make sure they remembered how to use their microwave and remembered how to eat for some of them. So the comfort callers were really the ones that turned us on to the fact that we needed more contact with folks. And a daily call was wonderful, Monday through Friday, but it wasn't really taking up slack during the pandemic.
Right.
So that's when we started looking for a technology, some way to help reach out and be in touch with our folks. So the very first thing we use it for is a wellness check. And we usually get the individual's normal schedule, what their routine is. And so we set their wellness check for within, say, half an hour of the time they might normally eat their breakfast.
Are we turning a corner, do you think? Is there more awareness?
There is slightly more awareness, slightly. We are in the infancy stages of what we need to do for our seniors. This is the pig in the python, as I've heard it expressed. We have so many seniors that are coming into the need-based space. And there's so many that we don't have the infrastructure to deal with them, to work with them. We can only pray they stay healthy and continue to live independently.
And for more stories about family caregiving, be sure to check out our full collection of videos and podcasts at keepingitrealcaregiving.com. And be sure to subscribe to our bi-weekly newsletter at Facebook Bulletin. You can find that at keepingitrealcaregiving.bulletin.com. untitled.com. I'm Julia Yarbo. We'll see you next time.